Sup, dog? I don't know if you know about Reckless Ben, but I've been following him for a bit. To fast forward the Reckless Ben lore, I found him on some video where I guess he was like trying to infiltrate some reality show, and with his camera glasses, and it was kind of like whatever, right? And then the next video I saw that he was doing some Scientology thing, and he made a fake religion. Reckless Ben was not in my radar for a long time. However, a lot of people are talking about him, and I mean a lot. It's all about Legos. It's like weird, dude, but it's all about Legos. Now, when I mean that everybody's talking about him, I mean like everybody. Weird how trendy or viral this situation is. Basically, the TLDR, some old jabroni had a Lego set that's worth like 200K, and 200K is like a small house or a down payment on a house. It's a huge heft of money. They sell it to some Lego store, and I guess that Lego store is kind of like a GameStop or like a pawn shop. And they took it and said, "We'll sell it for you." I guess I don't know. It's kind of weird. The long story is that they said, "Oh, where's those Legos?" "Oh, we don't know." Like they just took it, right? And Reckless Ben comes in. And he's like, "Okay, I'm just going to do what I do," and it's kind of like an Asian Andy situation with the squatter. If anybody remember that video, that was a really funny video. He was just trolling a squatter for like days on end live, and that's it. It was the best. It was pure cinema, pure cinema. But I mean, everybody's talking about this. Like right here, this is just Aspen Gold reacting. This is the best video I've watched in a long time. And then he doesn't even know Reckless Ben. And this is his first video. And he's like super surprised. It's not my first video of Reckless Ben. But he's like going down the list and be like, "Oh, Scientologists can say this word and they win 10 grand. Something about a restaurant run by a cult." He's just like going down to the catalog, trying to understand the lore of Reckless Ben. This one, it's Reckless Ben, but he's on the H3H3 podcast. So it's like Ethan Klein, the FUPA master dog. But credit to Ethan. He's not a FUPA guy anymore. He lost some weight, but he still has those twitches. I think it's just because of autism. I have twitches because of caffeine. Yeah, so he's just like talking to Ethan Klein, dude. This is like old school YouTuber, man. Even he's bringing him on the show to talk about this huge Lego scandal, which is insane. And then over here we got Moist Critical, and he's responding to the Lego scandal as well. So he's talking about it and reacting to it. And then this is a clip, a Moist Critical clip of him watching the police response. The local police in this area of this Lego scandal had to come out. And I don't want to get too much into it, but it seems like these guys are corrupt or just retarded. And then even Mudahar, the famous engineer that everybody loves, he's like going through the law, trying to be very meticulous, which is all right, cool, dude. But yeah, he's investigating the Lego scandal of how crazy this is. And this guy's live about like 43 minutes ago. Why Breaks and Minifig CEO wants Reckless Ben in jail with no bail? Question mark. So he's going down through the dock as well. Everybody's talking about this because it's so insane. I think the last insane event was Afro Man, when he's just singing songs about how the police is trying to eat his pound cake. So this is almost to that level. So I'm not going to go and react to the whole thing. I'm just going to give you the speed run version because I want you guys to actually watch the video. I wouldn't mind doing a reaction, but I think everybody and their mother is already doing a reaction for this. And if I'm just going to do reactions, it's going to be late to the game. Unless you guys really like to hear my voice for like 2 hours. It's a very long video. That might be a video on another day. Regardless, the scandal's so crazy. There's like 3 videos, and they're all freaking long, dude. This video is an hour and 25, and I think the part 2 is like an hour and 45. The old man did business with his Bricks and Minifigs person or company, and they're basically saying we don't know these Legos, even though they have it, and they're trying to find out more evidence of how they're corrupt. So this is a part in it.
After you left, I got a call from my boss, and it was like, "How do we get them arrested? How do we get them arrested?"
Maybe Josh is saying this to trick me into going back into the store so Amanda can call the police on me and have me arrested. But I had to find out for sure.
Did you give me permission to go into the store to apologize to her? To make peace?
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
It's so stupid. He wants to try to go in there so he has a reason to call the cops for trespassing. So it's like a bait and tackle. This is the reason why he's like, "Oh, can I have permission?" The guy's like, "Yeah, sure," because they're just going to call the cops. But Reckless Ben has a trap card up his sleeve, if you will.
Hi Amanda, how's it going? We came to make peace, and we talked to Josh. He told us to come back and make peace with you. Is that okay? It turns out,
Dude, look at that stank face, dog. That face is so stank, dude. She is calling, dude, like a Karen, dude.
we only have a very small amount of time before the police arrest us. So we decided to use this time to see if we could finally convince Amanda to make peace with us.
Well, I guess before they get here, we just wanted to talk to you, like civilly.
This is just so stupid. Like, it's so on the nose stupid.
If you would like to have a peace treaty with us.
Not in a harassing way, not in a very peaceful way.
Would that be okay with you?
A peace treaty. This reminds me of Sunny in Philadelphia when Dennis is like, "Here, sign this creepy document to squash the beef with like the Ponderosas." This is that vibe, dude.
One-page document.
It's a scroll, dude.
I don't know who this other guy is. He's apparently a guy.
Oh, he's the treaty guy.
Friend or the treaty guy.
He has some kind of like...
Hi Josh.
Ben, how's it going?
It's good. So we walked in, we were like, hey.
So yeah, they come in with a peace treaty. They're talking to Josh. They confront Josh. They say, "We want our Legos back," and then they're trying to get him with a trespass and trying to arrest him because in their view, why would they pay money to Ben and this old person when they could just try to get him arrested and the problem goes away? Because they really don't want to fork over the money. So essentially, they keep going back and forth where it's like, "I want my money and my Legos," and they're like, "You gotta talk to corporate." And they go to corporate and they're like, "Hey, we want this stuff." They're like, "You got to go to the store. We don't do anything." And basically, essentially, they're just circle jerking them around because they want to keep the product. He goes through all these court things and whatever. But the funny part is, it's so petty and so stupid. I'll just let the video speak for itself.
Hopefully, I can get Amanda to sign the peace treaty this time, and we can finally get the Legos back.
So they're trying to sign the peace treaty again. Remember the peace treaty guy with the scroll? They're trying to do it again.
Hello. What?
You're not allowed here.
Oh, no, Josh told me to come back. I think we didn't get the Legos back because you didn't sign the peace treaty. You want to call Josh?
No, I'm calling the police.
Bricks and Minifigs is still doing the same thing they've always done. They're still trying to get me arrested
So
just
stupid.
to avoid giving the Legos back. The problem with their plan, though, is Bricks and Minifigs is never going to be able to arrest me because I have a get-out-of-jail-free card. I've actually had this card the entire video. I just haven't used it yet. Let's rewind all the way to the beginning so I can show you what I mean. So basically, my friend said that you guys have some of his Legos, I think? Nope, it was even before this, right here. I made a contract with Amanda that says I, Ben Schneider, should not be trespassed in all of these legal words for any circumstance whatsoever and for literally any reason. They cannot trespass me. And it's effective for the next 10 years. This only really works as a get out of jail free card if I can get Amanda to sign it. But how the heck am I going to do that?
Dog.
Hi, sorry, I got a delivery. Can I get a signature?
For some reason, Amanda just started signing our contract without even reading it.
Thank you so much. You're welcome.
In America, we have a duty-free contracts law, which states that you have to read a contract.
So they got baited. They got baited. Nobody reads those things. Usually when they see a package, they're like, I want the package. So they just sign because they just think that's something that just goes somewhere else. But this is a signature for that, and they never read it. They didn't took 2 seconds to be like, is this for me? Was I expecting a package today? No, they just signed it, which, I'll let the video continue.
before you sign it, and if you forget to read it or you just choose not to read it, it's your fault and you still have to do everything the contract says. So even though Amanda didn't read it, she signed it, so she has to follow everything, including a clause that says for every police officer she calls on me, she owes me $5,000 in liquidated damages.
Dog.
So let's fast forward and see how much Amanda owes me. We got $5,000.
So she calls the cops on this person a bunch of times, which is really funny because they owe Ben a lot of money. I don't know how how powerful this document could be in court, but it's just funny. It's just funny because, again, the context is this apparently or allegedly this business is stealing the Legos and the money from this old couple, which sounds insane. So Ben is just trying to give them a taste of their own medicine, which is just trolling the crap out of them. But yeah, this is like part one. It's a really fun video. It goes all the way to like, yeah, it's just like, it's not claim splitting. So they're basically he makes like 5 different companies that all sue Bricks and Minifigs. And then he makes his company, he makes a brand new company called We Steal From Old People. That's the company's name, is We Steal From Old People. But I guess you can make any tagline anywhere, top, bottom, left, right. So it's kind of like, let's just say McDonald's, the happy place to be, right? And the happy place to be isn't the company name. That's the tagline. So We Steal From Old People, the company name, the tagline is Bricks and Minifigs, which is the name of the other company, dude. So it's really funny how they did this. Part 2 is Bricks and Minifigs responded to his video. And so Reckless Ben is just going through all the catalog of, I guess, Legos or whatever. And, he got a Bricks and Minifigs leaked email. And they're just going over that, which is hilarious. But the top video that everyone's talking about is this video. I got arrested because of Legos. Now, this video is a roller coaster of events, and it's mostly just police interaction. In order to like sue someone, you gotta, serve them, which is you just give them a document saying you're being served, and that's how you officially conclude the start of your lawsuit. So they were trying to go and do that, and in order for them to do that, they had to wait for the guy to come outside. So they were parked in a car in a public street with the paper. And then like one cop comes and says, "What are you guys doing here? We got a call that you're stalking." And he's like, "No, I'm not stalking. I'm here to present, present the lawsuit, and, basically serve this gentleman." And so they're like, "Okay." And then they walk. And then a new officer comes, says, "What's going on here?" And he explains the whole thing. And then he leaves. And then a third officer comes, and this is all within like, an hour. So "Can I see that document?" And so he looks at that document and he's like, "Yeah, this is all legal, blah, blah, blah." He's like, "If this is a document, I could present this for you," which is kind of a thing that some places do where you could hire somebody to, present the document, or you can hire a police to formally, serve as well. So he went to the house, but he comes back and then he's like, he doesn't want your paper, and I don't know what this is. And he gives him the paper back. It's like, what do you mean you don't know what this is? You already knew what it was. He explained it to you, but it just sounds fishy. It sounds like something was said because he was on Ben's side in the beginning. He said, "I'll just serve you so we can be done with this." Then when he got there, something happened. Either a commanding officer was like, "Dog, we got to handle this in a different way," or it's a little bit of police corruption. And that's what he's alleging. He's alleging that I guess there's like a Mormon scene also, which sounds like a conspiracy, that like a group of Mormons got together to steal Legos to make money because this company is very profitable. It is so weird, dude. It is so weird, but it's a really fun conspiracy. And then the other video,
who would have thought that what was supposed to be a
and then even this guy, the lessons in internet culture and lessons in meme culture guy. I've seen this guy talk about like boomer memes, and he's like, "Oh, hey, if you don't know this meme, here's this meme." He's even talking about this. He's even talking about Reckless Ben, dude.
The one company I'm not able to beat is a Lego company. I literally couldn't have imagined a worse ending for this
weird.
Video, but I had no clue that it was about to get way worse.
Oh yeah, he gets swatted. He gets swatted, dude.
Police Department, make yourself known. Search warrant. Stand up. Step outside, everybody. Come on.
No. Don't move like that. You understand me? Don't move like that. Okay?
Yeah, this cop pulled my arm so far back, it dislocated my shoulder.
So this is the thing. This is where some of the drama comes. So they swatted him. They come out. He's not resisting. He said that his arm got dislocated, and he posted a stock image of a dislocated arm that a lot of people are like, this isn't your arm. So they took that literally like you're lying. So in the police response, they're like, this individual is lying. And then Reckless Ben had to make another video saying like, well, I didn't think I needed to do it because I'm making a video, but yeah, I'll give you all the docs or whatever of, my broken arm, because this is his right arm and this is a left arm x-ray. So that's a little sus already if you're an outsider and you're believing the cops. For me, I believe that most of the cops are just like, how do we handle this, right? And either the commanding officer is like, dog, we're doing it this way, or you're fired, or reprimanded, or you're off the force, or there is like a buddy situation. Because I think with the Afro Man situation, there was only like a handful of cops, and some of the cops either said, this is dumb, I resign, I'm out of here, because they knew that Afro Man was like legit, or there's like a few of the officers that were just also legit. But it's like, when certain people are in power and they want to enforce that power, they'll just have any freaking reason to do it. And I think with the Afro Man situation, I don't think the whole department was like that, but the majority was. And I think they were all in cahoots in some little way. This sounds like the same thing, but it's with Legos, which is weird. It's so strange, dude. I wonder if they're using the Lego as a shell corporation to funnel the money for like human trafficking, dude. I don't know, dude. That sounds so stupid and far-fetched, but after watching this video, I wonder if the rabbit hole goes deeper.
Me a serious injury.
Included in the warrant are Legos.
Yes. The police department got an official warrant to search our house for stolen Legos.
Which is kind of weird because they don't have Legos. So what was the warrant of stealing Legos that they don't own? And there's also, in the beginning of the video, they got called for heroin, and I don't know, dude. It's crazy. So yeah, there you have it. I know a lot of my viewers, they're either going to watch me for fun conspiracy slop or like some game reviews or just having fun. But I've been seeing Reckless Ben all over social media, dude. Every YouTuber's talking about him. I'm seeing him in clips. I'm seeing him everywhere. And it's just a wild story. How can an old couple with Legos that's worth 200K, they go to sell it to some, I guess it's like the GameStop of Legos or something, and they're like, oh yeah, we'll take it to help you or whatever. And then all of a sudden they're like, we don't know anything. We haven't signed anything. And if you fight us, you're going to lose more money. So they essentially just took it, which is so scummy. It's like a cat and mouse game. And then it comes to the end of them swatting Reckless Ben and like arresting him for without any evidence. Because most of the video, there's no evidence or credible evidence that they disclose because they got a warrant to get these Legos. So it's like, what evidence did they have to issue a warrant? Because usually when you issue a warrant, you have something credible that they did steal something. What was it? Because they arrested him, and he was released from being arrested. So it's like, it looks like they didn't find anything. So it's just so strange. My 2 cents is, I think this just reminds me of the Afro Man situation where he was singing about the officers eating this lemon pound cake and how the officers were like dumb. And then the officers trying to sue and saying, hey, don't call us dumb and whatever. But it's like, you raided me and destroyed my door and you didn't pay for it. So it's like, like that whole like freedom of speech type of thing. It seems just like that, because why would these officers be so invested in Afro Man and his music Usually if it's something that bad, they're like, okay, my bad, we move on or whatever, right? There's easier ways to handle this, but the ego just goes higher and higher that they want to like fight it for some reason. Like, I don't know what the benefit is. The Reckless Ben situation reminds me of that, where it's like, you know, either they just give the Legos back because it's not that big of a deal, or there's something a little bit more than the Legos. So I don't know what's hidden in this rabbit hole, but it was a fun rabbit hole that I went down. After taking a break about a few days from streaming, I come back and I see everybody's talking about Legos and Reckless Ben, and I'm like, I haven't heard Reckless Ben back in the day when he was trying to, you know, do Scientology shit. So, anyways, that's it. Hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.